So what would you do with the dead body? Let's make ideas happen. What is up, guys? Welcome to Another Perspective News. My name is Bernie, and before we start today, I just gotta ask, how is everyone doing today? Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm doing pretty good. Well, I mean, I'm doing okay, because what you guys don't know is this is actually my third time recording this video, like specifically for this article, because the first time I forgot to hit the record button and I was just talking to the camera without even recording anything. The second time, I was actually recording without the microphone even on, so it was just a video with me with my mouth moving and you guys can't hear anything. So I don't know how I didn't realize that the first time, but I realized that I was actually not recording. But in any case, this is my third time recording, and I hope everything is right this time. But besides that, I'm a bit cold as well. I'm doing pretty good, and I hope you guys are doing good and having a wonderful day as well, because these three men in this article aren't having that great of a day, because three people have been detained for trying to sell a female dead body. Did my voice just crack? That is right, folks. Not about my voice cracking, but about selling a female dead body. Now, before we get into the details of this article, I just have to ask, where do you guys think this is? Like, what country? Okay, I'll just give you guys a few seconds to think about it. Okay, where do you think, what country do you think that the people, its citizens, would even consider selling dead bodies? Well, if you guys said Canada, well, you're wrong, because this actually happened in northern China, specifically the Shaanxi province. And so, basically, three people have been detained for trying to sell a female dead body, after they stole it from a village tomb for an ancient ritual of the marriage of the deceased. Now, before you guys start hating on China and saying all these mean things about China, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a background information, a little bit, some information about this ritual. Now, the translation from Mandarin to English, according to this journalist, it's called a netherworld marriage, and it was once popular in China, and it was a ritual where if the man, so I guess the son in the family, died without getting married, apparently it would bring bad luck to the family. So in order to get rid of this bad luck, he had to be buried with, I guess, a female dead body. And apparently this symbolized a wedding of the deceased. So I guess it just meant that, well, he died, but he didn't die single, because I guess in China, dying single is a very, very, very bad thing. Now, because of this ritual, and, it was once popular, which means it's not as popular anymore, but I guess some parts of China still do it. And because some parts of China still do it, and they believe in this superstition so much, some families are willing to pay for dead bodies. And I know what you guys are thinking, this must be the weirdest, awkward, grossest thing you ever heard in your life. But I mean, if we compare it to the Egyptians back when they were making, is that how you say it, making mummies? I don't know like burying their dead, family members. The way that mummies were created, if you remember in school, was to remove the brain. They had to take a hook and stick it up the dead person's nose and yank out the brains and do a whole bunch of other stuff. So, I mean, if you compare this netherworld marriage to that, being buried with like a dead woman and then, yanking brains out of somebody's nose, if you think about it, they're both just as disgusting, I guess, for lack of a better word. But that's really just like our Western culture ignorance. So, with a little bit of education, I feel like people would understand this better. In any case, because of this ritual, as I was saying before, there are some people in China that figured they could probably profit off of this. And that would have worked if they didn't get caught. Because the incident was reported to the police by the villagers themselves when these three guys were raiding the tomb right in front of the villagers. So that was their first mistake. Now, a 72-year-old man, who is the main suspect, was tempted by the idea, he even said so himself. So the second mistake was when he actually told the police officers that he was tempted by the ideas of selling female dead bodies as brides to these families who didn't want bad luck, when he heard that a young woman in the nearby village died. So I don't know, what I'm getting from that sentence is that when he heard that somebody, whoever this female individual was that died in the nearby village, he automatically thought of this ritual and he thought, hey, why don't I try to make some money off of it? Now, he tried to claim, he claimed, actually, he didn't try to. He said that the woman was a relative of his and he already had found a buyer for her. Now, I just want to ask you guys, because I have to ask you guys, how much do you think a dead female body is worth in China? Now, I'm just going to give you guys 5 seconds to guess. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, if you guys said $25,000, you are, not right, but 25,000 yuan or yuan, and I feel like I should know how to say the Chinese currency because, I'm not Chinese specifically, but I am Taiwanese, and I feel that being Asian, I should know how to say this currency. But in any case, if you translate, if you do the conversion from their currency to United States or USD currency, it is about $3,900. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. $3,900 is not that much of money, but it is some people's 1 month's paycheck. It's definitely more than my 1 month's paycheck. Wink, wink. But $3,900 can actually go a very long way in China. A lot of their things don't cost that much money, so $39 can go a very long way. Now, I would like to point out that in 2012, 3 men, and I don't know if these 3 men are related to the 3 men that's in this article, but this is like a whole separate thing. 3 men murdered a pregnant woman in the same province and sold her body as well for the exact same reason, for this ritual. And I guess this is where the whole bad rep from China comes from, because the citizens, the people there, will do some pretty crazy things to make money. Because you guys have to realize there's how much is it? 3 billion people in China now? I'm probably wrong, but I think it's around 3 billion people in China now. And not all of them have a good job. Not all of them are rich. And in order to make money for themselves, make money for their families, some people have to do some pretty sketchy stuff. So, I mean, yes, it's wrong of them to do this, but we can't really blame them because we don't know what it's like to be in their situation, and until we do know what it's like to be, super poor and whatnot, we can't really understand why these scammers, or I don't know if I could consider this guy a scammer, but yeah, we can't really understand what's going through these people's heads when they do these kind of things. But in any case, that does wrap up our show for today. If you did enjoy this video, please like and share this video. It does really help me out, and I do greatly appreciate it. If you want to submit your own articles, please submit them to anotherperspectivenews at outlook.com. Make sure to include the link to the article and your name if you want a shout out. And as always, I do love you guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!